I'm looking forward to this trip. It's going to be fantastic.
A trip? What do you mean? Like a day trip?
More extended than a day trip.
Unfortunately, I can't make it. Do you remember when the babies are due in a month? The due date is just a couple of weeks away.
How can I forget? Every day, all I see is that enormous belly. He looked like a whale. This trip isn't with you. I would have told you about it if that were the case. This is a trip for me. You know, with a baby coming and everything, I won't have many chances to get away. I've got to take the chance while I can and get away for a little while for my sanity.
A little while? How long are you actually planning on going? And who are you going with? Friends? Or by yourself?
Is that really important? I'll go and come back. That's all you need to know.
Wait, so you won't tell me who you're going with?
Who I'm going with doesn't really concern you because you won't be coming on the trip. If you were coming, I'd fill you in on all the details, but in this situation, you should definitely just take it easy at home. I'll go off on a short trip, come back, and the baby will probably be due. The timing will be perfect, I bet.
Roma, the due date is 7 days away, but it's not unheard of for the baby to come early. What if the baby comes early and you're not here? Also, with the heavy snow lately, there's no way I can get to the hospital without you. I really think you should reconsider this trip or whatever you're calling it.
What's the chance of that happening? Like 1%? There's no way it's coming early. Besides, you'll be able to figure it out. You're a big girl.
Why would you say something like that? Honestly, if I really get stranded, I'm gonna have to take a taxi.
Don't take a taxi. You know how expensive those are? We're not made of money, you know. Just get your friend to drive you.
This is crazy. Honestly, why are you going on a trip so close to the baby's birth?
I've been planning this trip for a while, Lucy. It's something I've been really looking forward to. The timing now is the best it could be. Like I said, it's gonna be really crazy and hectic after the baby comes. Now's my only chance.
The timing isn't good at all, though. I wish you would consider me and the new baby a little bit more. It's totally irresponsible to be heading out on a trip at this time.
What do you want me to do? Rub your feet? Cook up pasta dinners for you? I've been doing all that, and frankly, I'm getting a bit tired of it. I know pregnant women need to eat, but you've been really ballooning up. Like, I think you might have gone a bit overboard with a big appetite.
Are you insulting me? You know I need to eat extra to feed the baby, right? I guess you wouldn't know because you don't have a child growing in your stomach.
Can't you take a joke? It's normal to gain a bit of weight, but never mind.
Have you talked to your mother? It seems like your father isn't doing very well at all. His health is really suffering.
Yes, I know. I talked to her.
So, you really think that now is a good time for a trip?
Between you and me, the sooner the old man croaks, the sooner I'll get that inheritance money. We've talked about how nice that money is going to be for us. Maybe we can get that hot tub you've always wanted.
What? We've never talked about anything like that.
That's one of the reasons I booked this trip. It's quite a nice hotel. It even has champagne service.
I can't believe you. How can you be so inconsiderate? Your dad is not doing well at all and you're already thinking about money?
You and your mother keep telling me save money for the baby this, put aside money for the future that. Now's my only chance to spend a little on me. You understand too, right? It can't all be hard work, there's got to be some play too. All work and no play, it makes Roma a dull boy.
That's selfishness. Where did that come from? You used to be so kind. To me, my mother, everyone. You've really changed lately. Taking an extravagant trip and staying in a nice hotel when your father is sick and you've got a baby on the way? I think you need your head checked.
You don't understand me at all. I'm the one earning the money which pays for the house, food, the car, everything. Where's the appreciation? Where's the respect? Is that too much to ask? After all I do for you, you just criticize me and complain that I'm doing the wrong thing. Don't you think a break is good? Work-life balance, remember.
I'm only criticizing you because what you're doing is completely out of line.
All right then. I don't think you'll ever understand my way of thinking. You tell me to think more of you, but I think you need to reassess your priorities. If we got divorced, you'd be in a bad spot, Lucy. Remember that, okay?
Unreal, Roma. You've honestly changed. I don't even know who you're going on this trip with. That's not shady at all.
I told you, that's not important. It doesn't concern you. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know I'm going, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind now. One more thing. Do you think you could lose some weight after the baby's born? I'm having a hard time finding you attractive with this extra weight.
Shut up. You've said enough. I'm not gonna let you go on this trip. I'm calling your mother. What? Did you shut me in the storage shed? The doors are locked.
I had to do it, Lucy. I'm sorry, but you were just getting on my case too much. You would have never let me go on this trip.
Whatever. I don't care about the trip. Let me out of here, it's cold. It's gonna keep snowing tonight, it might get dangerous. This is serious, Roma.
Yes, well, maybe you should have thought of that before you started calling me all those names. Inconsiderate, irresponsible. Those names don't feel nice, do they? And there's a window in there, right? It's insulated too, so it shouldn't be that bad. Just enjoy the lovely scenery as the snow falls.
There's not even a heater in here. This is nuts. You're nuts. I really can't believe you took it this far.
Well, just take the night in there to recollect your thoughts. Then, maybe when I come back tomorrow, you'll be able to treat me a bit kinder. Like a husband should be treated.
Your reasoning is totally backwards. I really can't take this. You lock me in our storage shack with no heater, no food, nothing. I might die, literally.
Don't overreact, Lucy. You'll be okay. Just take some time to think, and I really feel that you come out of this with a better idea of how I provide for our family. And hopefully a bit more respect for me. Remember, a good wife should follow and obey her husband. That's the way she learns how to act and behave in public. It's common knowledge.
All right, Roma. I'm thinking about what you've said and I think I can understand. You just want a little more respect, and I feel appreciated. I understand that. That's a very normal human feeling. I can definitely relate. So, would you please let me out of here? It's honestly getting really cold.
Huh? I just said I'm coming back tomorrow. You can take some more time to think about it. I'm already out the door. Actually, I'm pretty late meeting my friend. I should have been at the meetup spot ages ago.
Are you serious? You're gonna leave me in the storage shed? What the hell is the matter with you?
Take your time to think and I'll be back by tomorrow. Okay? See ya!
Roma. This is not safe for the baby. Think about the baby.
Lucy, how are you feeling? I know the due date for the baby's coming up, so I thought I should call. But I need to let you know that Robert is not doing very well. I think it'd be best if you and Roma came here tonight, just to see him. I sent a message to Roma, but for some reason he didn't answer.
Annie. Thank God. I don't have good reception here, but I need your help. I'm in a storage shed outside of her house. You've got to get the key and get me out of here, quick.
What? Where's Roma? He's not with you?
No, he's not. He went on a trip. I'll tell you more later, just come.
What? You mean the outside? You'll freeze in there. What do you mean a trip? At a time like this? That's crazy.
Yes, he was talking about the inheritance money. That's why he decided to spring for a high-class hotel. I actually don't know who he went with, he wouldn't tell me.
Oh my God! My own son! Did that? I'm so sorry, Lucy. I can't say how mortified I am to hear that.
Annie, my phone battery is gonna die soon. It's cold too. My fingers are already cramping up. It's hard to type messages.
I'm sorry, Lucy. I'll be on my way.
Please come. I'll fill you in more later. My phone's gonna die.
All right, I'm heading right over now. I'll bring Alan to you. He can help if we run into any problems. Is the gate open? We should be able to get in, right? Lucy, are you there? Lucy!
I'm on my way back. After we talked yesterday morning, I didn't hear anything from you. What happened? I thought about it after. Locking you in the storage shed might have been going a bit overboard. I'm sorry about that. I just got a bit heated, that's all. How's everything going anyway? Were you able to think about us? And you know how you need to respect me.
Get over to the house, Roma. Right now. We're all waiting for you.
Huh? Who's all waiting? Lucy! What's going on?
This isn't Lucy, Roma. This is your mother. I know what you did. Locking your pregnant wife in the storage shed. During a snowstorm, no less. What were you thinking going away on a trip at this time? Honestly, I am out of words to say to you.
Mom? Why are you using Lucy's phone?
Roma, you need to take responsibility for what you did. You really messed up this time, and I honestly don't know how you're going to get out of it.
Is everything okay with Lucy? Nothing bad happened, right? And who's all gathering at the house? What happened?
Enough. Get over to the house now. I'll explain the situation to you after you get here. I'd rather not say it over the phone. The whole family's here, Roma. They know what you did. How you went on a trip right when your father was very sick. They all know how you locked your pregnant wife in that storage shed.
Listen, Mom, I have a good reason for all of this. You don't even know the full story. Don't go jumping to conclusions and giving everyone the wrong idea now.
Fine, when you're here, we can talk. Directly. Anyway, we're all waiting for you to get here. Come soon.
Lucy, are you okay? I was really worried. I'm glad that everything turned out okay.
Huh? What do you want? Don't pretend to worry about me. I don't need your fake sympathy.
I'm not just saying it. I was really worried. I kept thinking about you, even after I went on that trip.
Oh, is that so? That's why you ignored those texts from me and your family? You must have been really worried.
No, I would have replied, just the reception was bad. I really wanted to, believe me.
Wow, your tune sure has changed. It's too late though. Perhaps if you really had checked your phone and you could have properly said goodbye to your father. You know that he passed away just hours after you went on that trip. You missed your final chance to say goodbye to him.
I know! I went to my parents' house and all of the family were waiting there. They were all really sad. Super gloomy atmosphere.
You don't seem too choked up about it.
Nonsense! I care a lot. Like I care about you too. By the way, how's the baby?
I told you, don't ask about me. How was your little getaway with Eliza?
Huh? What are you talking about?
That's who you went with, isn't it? Eliza Richardson, I think it was. When your father passed, your mother called the hotel to get a hold of you, and the hotel staff told her the name of your partner.
Why did she call the hotel? That's supposed to be my private trip. What is she doing butting into my business? Besides, it was a business trip. Eliza is my coworker, and we were meeting customers there.
Oh. Yeah. So that's why you were saying I deserve to have some fun, I need some me time. Not to mention the champagne service. That really sounds like a lot of business.
You don't know, Lucy. You weren't there. I did plenty of business.
It doesn't matter. We're getting a divorce.
What? You don't mean that, do you?
This past week you really showed your true colors. I found out who you really are. Someone who's heartless and only cares about himself. Locking me in the storage shed, not picking up the phone calls from your family when your father was deathly ill? Unforgivable.
But you're pregnant with our baby, Lucy? We're gonna start a family, like we've always talked about.
Why would I want to start a family with a piece of garbage like you? You're dead to me, Roma?
Well, I admit that locking you in the storage shed might have been a bit overkill. I never thought that it would drop below zero either. That was a real surprise to me. So, like I said, I'm really, really glad you're okay.
It's too late to apologize. Your words are pointless. Anyway, I'm not even pregnant with your child anymore.
What? Did something happen to the child?
No. The baby was born. I'm not telling you where. You're not allowed to see it.
What? Why wouldn't you tell me something that important? Remember, that is my kid as much as it's yours. I deserve to know.
You deserve to know? Okay, why didn't you stick around to see the baby be born? Oh yes. You were away cheating on me with your coworker. Not that I care. After this, we're done and I'm gonna do my best to raise this baby. Alone.
What? As the father, I demand to see him.
It's actually a little girl. After the divorce goes through, you're gonna need to pay child support. I've already got a list of other expenses that I'm going to have a lawyer look at. Raising a child as a single mother isn't easy, but better than raising her with you.
Lucy, is this some kind of dark, twisted joke? Like, if this is true, I really can't take it. I need to see her. She's my daughter, for God's sake.
It's not a joke. This shouldn't even be a surprise to you. Your mother totally understands too. She's on my side in this.
My mother? Why is she even involved in this? You should have told me first.
Well, after you locked me in that shed, I had to ask your mother and brother to let me out. Luckily, they saved me before it got too freezing in there. But after that, I talked to your mother for a long time. We discussed the truly inconsiderate things you've done, and she decided to have you written out of the will.
What? Written out of the will? Stop it! What are you saying, Lucy? That was supposed to be my inheritance money, but you ought to go and mess with it. I'm really gonna get you back for this.
Is that a threat? Anyway, don't blame me. It was your family's decision. They decided as a group, as far as I know.
No, no, no! I have a right to that money. I'm his son in blood. What the hell? How did it come to this?
The family came to the decision, and I think it's a fair one, considering what you did. Your mother also very considerately offered a small sum of money to me to raise the child. She was absolutely heartbroken by the whole situation. Which is totally understandable.
Lucy, let's talk about this. This whole situation is getting way out of hand.
I don't want to ever hear your annoying voice ever again. You got to be alone for a long time and think about what you've done. Go live in that storage shed, you heartless troll. Having delivered a beautiful baby girl, I reached out to Roma's mother, who kept Roma from going to the hospital and witnessing the arrival of the new baby. Subsequently, I made up my mind to dedicate some time to my family. While I figured out my next steps, my parents provided significant assistance with the baby. In contrast, Roma was genuinely taken aback by the fact that he didn't receive anything from his father's inheritance. Even worse, after this incident, his entire family distanced themselves from him, disregarding his calls and messages. As expected, the woman with whom Roma had been having an affair discovered he was married and promptly ended their relationship. The rumor rapidly circulated within the office, resulting in several uncomfortable months for him upon his return from the entire debacle. The work environment became so unpleasant that he opted to resign and seek new employment in his smaller, rural hometown. In that place, he led a solitary existence, unable to visit either his young daughter or his family, who had abandoned him. It seemed as though he were confined to his own personal storage shed, unable to break free.
Mom, how is it going? I've just got back from school. So tiring.
Hi, Amanda. You're home later than usual. Did you have dancing club today?
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Today I've learned a new dance style. Let me see. It's called breakdancing. Do you know about it?
That's great. When I get out of the hospital, you'll have to show me.
Okay.
Sure, Mom. How do you feel now? Are you tired, Mom? Is Grandma always beside you?
I'm still fine, sweetheart. I am being treated really well in here. Don't worry, okay?
I'm dying to see my little sister. I can't wait to hold her in my arms and feed her every day.
Very soon, you can meet your sister, darling.
But Mom, when will you be discharged of the hospital? I miss you so much equals.
I'm not sure, sweetie. I miss you, too. I guess until the baby is born.
When will she be born?
The doctors think it'll be this weekend. I can't leave the hospital right after it's born, though. We have to wait and make sure everything is okay, for both me and the baby. So, take good care of yourself when I'm away. Promise me?
Yes, Mom, I will. If only the hospital weren't so far from our house, it'd be better. Dad and Grandma are so busy, they can't take me to the hospital to visit you. They haven't been home much lately. I have to cook and eat by myself.
What do you mean by yourself? I know Daddy has to work late and doesn't enjoy the family meal very often. But why isn't Grandma there?
She goes out a lot. Today she is on another trip.
Your grandma is on another trip?
Yes, Mom.
Then, who made dinner, tonight?
Before going to work, Dad gave me some money and told me to buy something at the store.
I see. I'll message your dad and tell him to try to get home with you as early as he can tonight. It's getting late, so make sure you get to the store and come back home before it get darker, okay?
I got it, Mom.
Mom, I can't seem to get a hold of David. Could you tell him to check his phone as soon as he gets home, please?
Stop asking to do things for you. David has been really busy lately. I have no idea what time he's going to come home.
Well, it's just that my contractions have started. The doctors said the baby's gonna be born late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So please tell him to get to the hospital soon. Once the contractions start getting closer together and more painful, I won't be able to contact him anymore. So please let him know.
What? Can't you just ask Amanda to do it?
Amanda is still in the elementary school. She's gonna be going to bed soon.
Well, I want to get to bed early tonight. Vacation makes me exhausted. I don't know when David will get home. I can't stay up all night waiting for him. Neither do I contact him. And even if I tell him, what's that going to accomplish? It's not going to make your contractions go away or anything. Contact him yourself after the baby is born.
You know this is David's child that's about to be born, right?
But we already know it's going to be another girl, don't we? This is your second daughter. You must have definite experience about this. Am I right? Besides, neither David nor I have any time to be trying to comfort you right now. That's what the nurses are there for. You contacted David and he didn't reply, right? There's your answer right there.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll try again myself.
You should have done that from the start instead of bothering me. The whole world doesn't revolve around you. You can try contacting him again, it's up to you. But I don't think you're gonna get a reply.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Is there a reason David won't be coming home tonight?
I wanted him to be here for this. And not only that. There are also lots of paperwork here that needs to get done before the hospitals release me. So I wanted him to come and help his wife with those, too.
Then why don't you just ask your parents to come and help? Oh, shouldn't I say parents, right? 'Cause your father died last month, didn't he? I guess it should be singular now, huh? Your mom's all by herself now. I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'll do it myself.
Thanks. Since I've moved here with you, you've been causing us nothing but stress.
Hey, I've never asked you to come live with us.
See? That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. This attitude of yours. I've been living in this house with you for 3 years, and you've never treated me with respect.
Is that so? Once the baby is born, I guess we'll have reevaluate our living arrangements, won't we? That's another thing I'll have to talk to David about when I am discharged from the hospital.
You're right about that. That is, if David will listen to what you would say. He's not even with you now. I feel so sorry for you, LOL.
That's only because he's busy with work?
It's probably best if that's what you think. Anyway, don't ask me to do anything for you. It's annoying.
Amanda, where are you? Are your dad and grandma staying with you now? If they are, can you tell them to contact me as soon as possible?
Who is calling?
Huh? Amanda, it's Mommy. This is Amada, right? What's going on?
You're not my mom anymore. I don't know who you are.
What did you say? I've just got home. The house is completely empty. You guys wouldn't have moved, would you?
Yeah, we moved. and we're living in a new house.
Why did you move without saying me a word?
We are done with each other, and from now on, I don't have any relationship with you anymore. So I think it wasn't necessary for us to announce you.
What do you mean? How could you say that to me?
Dad and Grandma said they left the divorce paper by the front door. They said you should sign them immediately. When you're done signing them, call Grandma.
Divorce paper? What is going on? Amanda, please. Let me talk to your dad.
No. He said he doesn't want to talk to you. Dad and I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Amanda, please.
You've been annoying. Grandma said she'll call you tomorrow. Make sure you sign the divorce paper before she calls. Mom. Are you awake? I'm sorry. I said bad things to you.
Amanda. Is it really you? Are you okay? Are you safe?
I'm fine, Mom. Forgive me for this morning. I said such bad words to you. It wasn't me to do so. Grandma made me write those words.
But why did she have to do that?
She did it so you and Dad would divorce. Then she took the phone from me. I said I want to call you, but she made me to text you like that, or else she will drop me out of the house. I'm sorry. Now, she is asleep, so I break into her room and take my phone back.
Amanda, I'm sorry. I must have been really bad for you this past week or so. I didn't want to leave you by yourself.
It's okay, Mom. But Dad and Grandma are acting so strange recently. They're talking like you're a bad person. That makes me scared.
Do you know where you are now? I'll come and get you.
I'm not sure, we've just moved here yesterday, so I don't know the address. But it's a really big and modern apartment building. It has 40 floors, Mom.
You mean a high-rise condo?
A high-rise condo? I don't know, but Dad said I won't be changing schools.
Really? Okay, I'll pick you up after school tomorrow.
I can see you again.
Of course. I'll see you tomorrow, just wait until then, okay?
Okay. Oh, and Dad said he's marrying a woman soon.
A new woman? What does that mean?
I don't know, but he said she's gonna have a new baby soon, too.
Are you sure he's not talking about your new little sister I just gave birth to?
I don't think he means my new sister. I didn't understand everything that Dad and Grandma were talking about, but they said the new baby that's coming is a boy.
OMG, Amanda, I'm so sorry that all of this is happening. I'm coming to get you tomorrow, I promise. Then you and I can live together, okay?
I just want to be with you. Dad and Grandma aren't very nice, and I don't like this new place.
I'm sorry all of this is happening to you, but thanks for contacting me even when everything that's going on badly.
Okay, Mom. I'll wait for you after school.
Daisy, did you sign that divorce papers yet? As soon as you do, message me. We have to discuss how you and David will be splitting the assets, as well as custody of Amanda and child support payments.
I think normally those things are discussed before signing the divorce papers.
Don't you think you're getting the order mixed up?
The truth is we don't want to drag out the process by arguing about all of that before the divorce is finalized.
I don't think you're in any position to refuse any of our conditions anyway, now are you? Besides, you want us to give you Amanda back, don't you? If you accept all of our conditions, David promises not to dispute custody of Amanda.
Does he really think he could get custody of Amanda?
Well, financially, he absolutely could.
So that's what this is all about, huh? Listen, I'll divorce David just like he wants. But I'm going to get everything. That includes the house, child support, and compensation money.
Compensation money? What are you talking about?
The money I'm going to be suing David for cheating on me. It seems his little mistress is pregnant, isn't she?
Cheating? Who did you hear something like that from?
Amanda told me all about it, and by the way, she is with me, so she won't be going back to that place David and you are at.
You kidnapped Amanda. You dirty little coward.
Who exactly are you talking about?
How dare you drag Amanda into this just so you can hide behind her and use her as your bargaining chip?
She's only in the 5th grade, but you know what, she's old enough to understand what's going on.
The fact that that girl would try to ruin my plans like this just proves that she's got your blood in her veins. I told her not to try to get in contact with you. I can't believe she defied me. Whatever, if you divorce David like he wants, we really can't complain. We were only holding on to Amanda as a trump card in case we needed her. You have no objection to the divorce, do you?
None at all. I have no feelings for David whatsoever anymore. He wouldn't even contact me while I was giving birth to his 2nd daughter. And on top of that, he was cheating on me. Here's no way to save this marriage now. A husband who cheats on his wife and a mother-in-law who thinks that what he's doing is okay. The two of you together make me sick.
Saying that he's cheating is a little bit harsh. He's not cheating, he's just changing wife. And did you not hear, his new wife's child is going to be a boy? This new woman is so much better than you in any way. All you can give David is girls. Not to mention she's younger and taller than you. She's much prettier. Well, I'm glad David will have the wife you always wanted him to have.
But no matter how you want it, he's still cheating on me. So I'm suing him for compensation money.
All you talk about is money. You should be ashamed of yourself. If we pay you, will you be happy? Once he gets half of all your things, he'll be happy to pay whatever your little lawsuit amounts to.
Don't you think you're misunderstanding something? Do you know something about our assets that I don't?
Well, the husband and wife share everything, right? Usually everything gets split down the middle 50/50ths, right?
That's right. But ever since we got married, I've only been working part-time. I didn't make much money, so most of what I'll be getting will be from David. And I'm pretty sure we don't have as much savings as you think we do.
What are you talking about? After your father died, you would have gotten a big inheritance from him. You must have gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? I know your father had money. Even if David only gets $10,000 from you, after he pays compensation money, he'll still have plenty of free money left over.
Is that what you guys were thinking?
What? What's so funny?
Don't you know how inheritance works? When one parent dies, it doesn't mean the kids get all the money. My dad can give his money to anyone he wants by his will. When my dad died, all of his stuff went to my mother. And I'm not getting a cent from him.
Huh? What are you talking about? You must be kidding, right? You just don't want us taking your money, so you're making up some crazy story.
What I said is true. I've never told David I was getting an inheritance. Why would he assume I was? Are you saying he went off and had an affair, and then went ahead with this divorce without looking into anything first? He must be even stupider than I thought.
But David, he said your dad's money would be yours.
He never asked me about that, and who would think that anyway? You two are both stupid for creating this whole plan of yours without verifying any of the important information. So like I said, I'll be suing David for compensation money. Not only was he cheating on me, but I hear the one he was cheating on me with is pregnant. I wonder if he started cheating on me when my dad died or if it's been going on for a while and this new son is really his. I'll have to get talking to a private detective to see how long this has been going on for. Because, the longer he's been doing it, the more money I can get from him.
Wait, hold on. Daisy, let's just calm down, okay?
I think the only one not calm here is you, huh? I can't believe David wanted to use my dad dying as a way to get money from me. Just know that no matter what it takes, I'm gonna be getting my compensation money from your son.
Wait, let's just reconsider this whole divorce thing, shall we? This was David's idea, not mine. I've always been against it. I never wanted him to divorce you. When I heard he had done this and his mistress was pregnant, I cried so hard. It was only after I got so tired of crying that we came up with this idea. Let me try talking to David again. I think I can convince him to break up with his new girlfriend.
No, I really don't care about Leonard anymore. I'm just fine going ahead with this divorce. Just wait to meet me on the court. I got my lawyer to help me sue David for compensation money. When I tried to use David's mistress for compensation money as well, it became clear that David had never told her that he was married. When she found out, she wasn't too happy. But none of that is my problem. After I got my share of the assets and my compensation money from David, I made sure to block both his and his mother's number right away. I told Amanda that if she ever wants to see her dad again, she's welcome to do so. However, if David wants to talk to me, he'll have to do it through my lawyer. Actually, just the other day, my lawyer gave letter from David in the letter. He told me that since I had sued his girlfriend for compensation money, as well, they weren't able to make payments on his loan for the condo. It also seems that Leonard's mother, Marie, was kicked out of the condo because his girlfriend didn't like her. How pathetic you are.